Gentlemen, Antonio here. Today I'm going to talk about 5 ways to shave your face. I've also got one way which I'm not going to recommend, and I would like to hear from you guys in the comments if anyone has ever used this type of shaving method. And I'm going to go ahead and start off with a story. So when I was 15 years old, went to St. Anthony's High School Seminary in San Antonio, Texas, went out there by myself, or my parents dropped me off, and I'd never shaved before. And so they tell us incoming freshmen, you need to learn how to shave. I walked down to the department, I think it was a local drugstore, I don't remember, Walgreens or something, and I remember buying my first razor. And so this is the first method I'm going to start with, and that is with the simple disposable razor. And this is one usually made from plastic, 1 or 2 blades. I think mine had 1 blade. This one has 2. Picked this up, actually a hotel gave this to me for free, and that's probably the trademark of this. Cheap, inexpensive. I'm not sure about the quality of the blade. Definitely, overall, these are very inexpensive. You can buy them for packs of 10, packs of 20. The advantage is they're disposable. If you own a shop or you're shaving and you want something you just throw away, you don't have to bring back with you. It's okay if you're going out camping and if it gets lost, you're not going to worry about it. That is the great thing about a disposable razor. What I have found though is the quality of the blades are subpar. I remember the first couple years shaving, this was all I used, and I didn't really look forward to it. It was something I would try to use them as much as I could. I didn't prep myself. It was kind of a little bit of a painful experience. I wish I would have had information like the Sharpologist, which is a great resource, by the way, great website. My buddy Mark runs it, but I wish I would have found his website when I was a bit younger. But this is what I started with, and this is what worked until I started wanting something that was more convenient. And this was about in college, a little bit after college. All of a sudden I realized I wanted something that was incredibly convenient. And that takes us to the second way to shave, the electric razor. Okay, the electric razor has been around for quite a while. This is something that has leaps and bounds. I think they've improved the quality. Currently, I've got right here a Philips Norelco, their Series 9000. I've been testing this, have enjoyed it. It's a great electric razor, and I've used this. What I love about this, and I remember in the Marine Corps, I would be, heading into work and I forget, all of a sudden I realized, wow, I forgot to shave. I had an electric razor right there in the glove box. I could reach over, grab that, and shave literally minutes before a formation, especially when I was in flight school. It's one of those things, you're in your flight suit, you're not thinking about it, and it's like, oh, I got to shave. And there it is right there. That's what I love about the electric razor, is this is all about convenience. It doesn't do as great of a job as a razor shave. However, I've yet to find one that does, but still, it does a pretty darn good job. I can tell you guys I've actually filmed many videos, and this is what I used to shave. Okay, so let's go to the third, and this is cartridge. Probably most of you guys are using the cartridge. This one's made by Gillette. This is the Mach 3. I have not gone beyond the Mach 3. This one's made by Pace, also known as Dorco. The Dollar Shave Club makes one very similar. This one has 6 blades. So I would say the cartridge razor, what I love about the cartridge razor is it's so simple. So you can shave with the grain, against the grain, all over the place. I have found these give a very good shave, and you don't even have to think about it. The problem with these is the price. It seems like as they keep putting more and more blades on this, the price goes up. I mean, literally, I feel like I'm paying $1 a shave. And I'm not, if you shave every day, that's it's $350 a year that you're spending at least on these cartridges. They come off. In addition, if you lose this, then you have to go buy it. You get used to this type of a shave, and really it's just I don't know, it's not super exciting. Everyone's using it, and that takes me to style number 4. Style number 4 is where you go back to, let's just say, where your grandfather, his grandfather, where possibly your father used, and that is the safety razor. Now, the safety razor is interesting because it's fallen out of favor. It's hard to find nowadays. You pretty much have to buy them online. And I have right here, this is the Edwin Jagger, which I probably just totally mispronounced that. You Germans can let me know down in the comments. I've also got the Merkur right here. Again, seems like the Germans are really good at building these out. And then I have the, again, this is, I believe, the a Merkur as well, and this is the Future or Futur. I don't know. I really like this one. This one's got like a matte finish, and it's really heavy, larger than the others. With all of these, you're going to have choices of blades. So I've got right here, I've got Merkur Supers. I've also got Feather. We've got the Wilkinson. I'm still, Astra, I'll be putting out my rankings of which blades and which of these safety razors I like. But this is the problem, in my opinion, with safety razors nowadays. They've gotten so complex. They're all over the place, and there are so many different options. Why would men go away from something that is so simple? Well, I'll tell you why. Because it's actually an enjoyable experience, and the cost per shave goes down from being $1 or even 50 cents to literally being pennies, and you can get a closer shave. So I agree that to me, it's not so much the blade, but it's the way that you, when you're using a safety razor, the way that you've actually got to pay attention to what you're doing. That, to me, is why you get a better and closer shave than when you use a cartridge razor. So that takes me to point number 5, to method number 5, the ultimate way to shave your face. And that's going to be the straight razor. This is from the Blades Grim. Go visit my friends over at straightrazor.com. If you want to learn how to use a straight razor, I've created a course with them because I learned earlier this year how to use a straight razor. And I can tell you that I'm still learning. That's the thing with the straight razor. And the biggest barrier, it's beautiful. It is cheap. I think it's going to be the cheapest because basically with straightrazors.com, I can send this back and get it rehoned for a lifetime. But the problem is that there is a steep learning curve. I have yet to seriously cut myself with one nick, but otherwise, you know, I'd say you definitely wakes you up in the morning. You are very careful when you're doing this, and it does take the longest to shave, and it takes the longest to learn how to use a straight razor. However, I'd have to say, very cool, very enjoyable, and something, if you think about you go back in history, this was one of the first ways, pretty much the first way we ever learned how to shave as men when you go back thousands of years. And I like the history, and I like that idea behind it. So I talked about another method, which I'm not going to recommend. Guys, there are these things called razorless cream shaves, which you put on your face, and I'm not even going to bring the brand up that I've got here, but let's just say you put this on your face and the hair falls off. Things like that scare me. I would rather, I guess I would rather put a sharp razor next to my neck than put on some cream, which would just have the hair fall off. But if anyone has used that, please let me know down in the comments, and I would love to hear down in the comments, what is your favorite method of shaving, and what are you going to try next? And don't forget, if you want to go check out straightrazors.com, I've got that course. I'll have a link over so you can grab that course for free if you grab one of their razor sets. And that is it, guys. Look for more information to come, including rankings of razors and my deeper thoughts on all of these different styles. Take care, guys. See you in the next video.